Hi friends, today I will be singing Giraffes Can't Dance. It's a wonderful story about Gerald the Giraffe that can't dance. But then at the end, he surprises us. Let's read this book. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now every year in Africa they hold a jungle dance where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did the cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald!" the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." Now take a moment to think about how Gerald felt at that moment. You guys think he felt embarrassed, maybe? A little bit sad? Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought, "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing as he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on. "Hey, sometimes when you're different, all you need is a different song." Now this is my favorite page. "Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me the sweetest music is the branches in the trees. So imagine that the lovely moon is singing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to." With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing round. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leaped up in the air. Now some of you might remember drawing this scene in art class. It's beautiful. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. "I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing, I am dancing," Gerald cried. Then one by one each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love. The end. Now there are so many wonderful things in this story that we could talk about. But I want you to think about a couple of things. I want you to go outside and just take a moment and listen to the swaying grass, especially on these very windy days. Maybe it's raining, so you could just sit at your porch or open a window and listen to the swaying branches in the air. See if you can kind of feel what Gerald was feeling at that moment. But I also want you to remember that anything is possible, and sometimes we can't do something because we already feel in our hearts that we can. So we need to change our mind and we need to say, you know what? I can do this. And just like Gerald, you can find something wonderful. All right, guys, I will see you soon. I love you. Bye.